3 graves. Interesting. We approached a collection of graves in a thicket to the side of the old road, and we met a few ghosts who seemed friendly. The glowing ghost who spoke was a giant we knew from the old stories, whose famous portrait demanded obedience. Last year, before the Yuletide, I assembled a posse, and we set out to reassemble the Trigon Trifecta. We had heard about the gateway to the infinite, the summit of Minji Taw, and we thought it sounded like something cool to see. So, anyways, we tamed the gold Trigon and scoped out the Trigon Grove before setting out to locate the Bright Moon Trigon. Locating the Bright Moon Trigon didn't go so well. We got totally lost, to be honest. Slowly, we realized the significance of the lunar cycle and its influence on the sprites who slumber in the twilight realms. That's when we sat here and began to monitor the moods of the moon so we might learn when to be where and how. We died of boredom waiting around for the moods of the moon to change. Oh, okay. Okay, actually, we died because of an argument we had because of boredom. I don't really want to go into it right now, if you don't mind. Okay. So what happened was that one of our posse was a cheating cheater, and we caught him red-handed. A fight broke out, and the cheating cheater fled up the old road towards the perilous precipice. So then we were just hanging out, wondering what to do, when all of a sudden the Gogolithic mass showed up. Yikes! Huh. Strange story. Eh? Ah, moon. What? Let's get out of here. Didn't think we'd be meeting this guy again. Eh? What's he doing? That's new. We're almost there. Are we gonna have that thing chasing after us all this time? No sign of it. Good. And there is the solitary grave. At the perilous precipice, we approached the solitary grave of the cheating cheater and met an old glowing ghost dude. Last year, before the Yuletide, Andre the Giant assembled a posse, and we set out to reassemble the Trigon Trifecta. The other dudes in the posse are buried in a thicket to the side of the old road near the log bridge. We managed to locate and tame the gold Trigon pretty easily, but we got totally stuck after that. We sought the bright moon Trigon, so we decided to sit around and watch the sky, waiting for the moods of the moon to change. It was super boring. I wasn't just going to wait around for days and days until the bright moon loomed overhead. I left those jive suckers to wander aimlessly while I dug deeper into this moon logic trickery. The old ghost spoke of how he had cheated by quitting out of Superbrothers, Sword and Sworcery EP, and then altering his computer's date and time settings. The ghost described how awkward this process was, but he told us that it allowed him to affect the phases of the moon. The thing is, I've had a serious case of the heebie-jeebies pretty much ever since I cheated, and that's why I died. Of shame. Maybe it's something we don't really want to do. Oh, let's see what the archetype has to say. I've just been notified that you have activated the first skyward beam in the Trigon Grove. The beam bridges the world of the living and the dead, so you may find a ghost or two to talk to on your travels. Can you feel it? Are you beginning to understand? Do the esoteric markings and shapes inside the megatome hold new meaning? He's a little late to the party, isn't he? So, the next two Trigons are to be found in dreams. Let us go seek them in dreams, then. Are we supposed to be looking at the moon? Yeah, seek them in dreams. Oh, heck no. There's gotta be some better way of dealing with this thing. Okay, cool, let's get out of here. Not following? Whew. It's good to know that Sworcery will stop the gogolithic mass, however temporarily. spied a pile of chopped firewood. No big deal. That is a mighty big wood pile. The woodsman had a low tolerance for lore, and he admitted it usually put him to sleep. Nevertheless, he was quite knowledgeable. The woodsman knew about the Gogolithic Mass, the deathless spectre who lurked in the darkness beneath Minji Tar. Logfella spoke of the whirling infinite beyond our comprehension, whence came the megatome in the dimly remembered age of stone. He spoke of a race of immortal space beings who sparked in mankind a rudimentary form of linguistic thought transmission. These immortals blessed mankind with the capacity for civilization and thus doomed them to an eventual, inevitable extinction. The Scythians sought to suppress the insidious creep of civilization, and so they isolated the megatome with its immortal protector. The immortal has lingered in the darkness ever since, deteriorating to become a deathless spectre known as the Gogolithic Mass. The woodsman probably would have kept going and going and going with this nonsense if we hadn't respectfully stopped him.
What do you think about blood sports?
Has he got any more lore?
Everyone likes blood sports, right? I heard that they're building a place downtown.
Nope.
Some kind of place to see people get killed by animals, beasts, and stuff. That sounds neat.
The girl remarked upon the shrinking moon. She said soon it would be gone, and the dark moon would reign. It is time to explore the world of the dreams of the mountain folk. There we may find hints or clues or something that leads us in the direction of the next two Trigons. Let's go.